Mm-mm. Let me share this. Let me just go ahead and share this. How do you I just mm, mm. Don't worry, we're gonna be talking in a second. Mm. It's so sad. This is like really it's crazy. This is crazy to me. This is so crazy to me. All right. I mean, okay. Get myself right. Mm. Can y'all hear me? This is crazy. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay. Let me just take it off. Let me just take it off. Let me just imagine this. Okay. Imagine this. Imagine me, right? Not in the league, but seeing all what y'all doing. Seeing what y'all doing in the league, or what you're not doing, more importantly, and probably more relevant for most of you. Imagine me talking about this on lunch. So welcome. Again, welcome back. Making more history, breaking new ground. I think that's something. Nah, my headband's cool. Breaking more ground. The very first free lunch interlude to no Wellin. Don't worry though. Just because I'm not eating right now because I gotta talk about this in your mediocrity. Your mediocrity, your subpar play, piss poor even, depending on who you are. I almost can't look some of y'all in the eye. Hold on. Give my Johnny Cages back, man. I almost can't look some of y'all in the eye right now. And it's sad. It's so sad. So because I gotta do free lunch, here's what's on the menu. Let me set the table, as I like to say. And a lot of y'all will resonate with this because this is a lot of how y'all playing right now. This is how a lot of y'all are playing right now. And we're gonna talk about this real quick. Because I got less than an hour, but trust me, if I had 3 hours, it wouldn't be enough for as bad as some of y'all are playing right now. And I got questions. And we're gonna get to those in a minute, but here's what's on the menu. Graham crackers, right? Number one. Hershey's, milk chocolate. Number two. What do you think comes next? NFC players, Jet Puff, marshmallows, soft. Number three. Yes, s'mores are for lunch today. S'mores are for lunch. And the reason why s'mores are for lunch is because of this. There's a campfire, the I Can't Beat Kenny campfire. And everyone ranging from San Francisco, Santa Clara, to Washington, Atlanta, and everywhere in between, Green Bay, etc., is circling around a campfire, making I Can't Beat Kenny s'mores. So, what's up? I mean, what's the deal? Because Kenny is having a round robin of just, it's a world tour. He's beating all of you. And for some of you, he's making it look easy. It got really bad for some of y'all when y'all played Kenny. Former world champions, talk to me. Mark, Washington, C's, Ty, what's up? I can't even look y'all in the camera right now. This man is running roughshod over the entire conference. And from what I've seen, nobody has an answer. Nobody has an answer. And I thought for some of y'all, the grades would be motivation. Then they're not. They're not. They're not. In fact, it's made you more of what you are. It's been a continuation. I don't even want to catch this. Hold on. Give me a sec. I hope y'all can still hear me. I don't even want to catch what's going around in the NFC right now because it's just a bunch of subpar play. I mean, who wants to make the playoffs? Rams get 60 dropped on their head. Does Nico want to win the North? He kind of backed into it because Bilbo beats him, sweeps him. Dez beats Bilbo, has probably the best game of Dez's career, Madden career, and Nico might still be the 2 seed. Ty goes to Dallas as somebody who I have long vouched for and scores what? It's the soft alarm. And scores what? What, 12 points? I got to that game, I think it was like 14-9. And it was 28-9 like that. Like that, instant. Instant. And there's hope for C's. There's hope for C's because at least he has a game plan to that can make y'all a little nervous. Mark losing to Cody Seahawks. Never even seen him play. And here you are, former world champion, and they ask me, and they shouldn't ask me, but they ask me why. Why does Washington football team, why does Mark P not get ranked higher in my hierarchy? Because it's the same reason none of you do. It's the same reason none of you do, right? It's the same reason everybody's below the Mays, the Davids, because nobody in the NFC particularly has what it takes in terms of consistency. None of you. None of you. Nobody. Nobody. Ty had it for until recently. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. And the sad part is he could very well turn on and be right back in the Super Bowl. But guess what? I don't see that. Now just going 12 points against Dallas. Mark, football team. You deserve to have no name the way you played against Cody the other night and the way you've been playing. You might be due for a first round exit. And really, any of them can beat you. Brandon's beat you before. C's can beat you. If Cody can beat you, Ty beat you. Who else? Who else? Nako, I already spoke on it. You'll hear more of that tonight when the episode is uploaded. We have more on that, so I'm not going to get on him too much. But I mean, he just beat Jeremy. So I mean, what more can I say? What more can I say? Yeah, he kind of backed into the playoffs and he got swept by Bilbo. Sure, but that's the last person with a quality win whose name is not Kenny that I've seen in the NFC. Nako beating Jeremy. If I'm wrong, let me know. Comments are right there live. Live. The comments are right there if I'm willing. So what I need to know is this. When are we going back from marshmallows, milk chocolate, and graham crackers over the I can't beat Kenny campfire? When are we leaving from that? And when are we going to hunt? When are we going to eat again, NFC? Because everything that they say about y'all, everything they say about y'all is true right now. Lower quality, nobody wants it. I shudder to think. I really shudder to think what would happen to 95% of that conference if y'all were in the AFC. I really do. And because I don't want to be affiliated, yes, I'm wearing an NFC team paraphernalia. So I'm doing everything I can right now to make sure that I'm not plagued by the mediocrity that I'm seeing. Who wants it? Who wants it? Look, I said an hour ago, there's only one game. One. that I need to see in the NFC right now because, quite frankly, I don't know who's playing who. I haven't even looked at the standings yet. I really haven't. All I know is this: it's Kenny here, right here. Then it's everybody else. Everybody else. Now, out of the lot of you, out of the two marks, C's, Ty, Nako, Brandon. Those are the other six playoff teams, right? Out of the lot of you, I've seen all I need to see. I've seen all I need to see. Mark, Washington football team don't want it. C's is the only wild card, and I'm only and really I have my doubts, I have my trepidation in that because somehow is Brandon still not fighting for the division? Like how is he even in the conversation? How is he even in the conversation right now? It is what I need to know. Because you don't get I don't I don't care who you playing. You do not get 60 dropped in your head and you be considered a threat to win any division as far as I'm concerned. So how is he still there? You know, if you're San Francisco, how is he still there? But he is. So the two marks, C's, Ty. I'm probably no more disappointed in anybody right now that's a playoff team than the Atlanta Falcons. Because 42 to 12, 42 to 12 from a player I have rarely, if ever, seen being clobbered like that. Nako, you had the most recent quality win, so congrats. I need to see what you do in January because I don't know. You could go home first round, or the way everybody else is looking, you might make the NFC Championship. I really don't know. Maybe it's you and Kenny in Dallas for the NFC Championship. But out of the lot of you, the only person at this present moment that I see legitimately giving Dallas a run is Mark. Buccaneers, not Washington, not the football team, not the former champion. Mark Buccaneers, Mark M. He's the only one that I see doing something. Why? Because ever since the grades went out, he beat Atlanta two times. That division from what I know, or is right there to take it. And he's the only one that has played true quality football against a quality opponent that's not named Kenny, and excluding Nako's win against Jeremy. Here's another thing, NFC. Everything I'm saying right now, it's only gonna get worse. Y'all better hope and pray that Reggie don't take them Cardinals. Because if he does, can wrap it up. It's over. It's done. It's finished. I mean, that fledgling NFC playoff picture outside of Dallas. If it's bad now, and it is bad. It is bad. I don't care what you. It's bad. It's bad. If it's bad now, what happens when he arrives? And y'all better hope he don't get a full offseason, a full draft. I don't know what that Arizona team has. I assume they still have Kyler Murray, Isaiah Simmons. I know they don't have Hopkins, but if they have a semblance of weaponry, a lot of y'all gonna be in trouble. Oh, a lot of y'all gonna be in trouble. And AFC, I apologize that y'all even have to hear this right now, because I got stuff for y'all too. I apologize that y'all have to hear this right now because truly, now I was, I never really fed into the whole conference thing because I was in Carolina regardless of what happened. Didn't matter who went where. Carolina open. That's where I'm going. However, I apologize that y'all have to even hear this, at least the elites in the AFC, because everything I say is true. Mays, Mikey, Flash, David, Jeremy. No particular order. Chris. That's a six. And I don't know. Oh, current seventh, but six. I mean, until he wins a playoff game, can we call him a playoff team? Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna hold y'all's feet to the fire. I'm gonna hold while y'all hold up marshmallows at the fire because y'all can't beat Kenny. The rest of y'all, I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire. And the hope, I can't call it a belief. I don't believe it at this point in time. The hope is that somebody steps up and decides to play some football, some real football, some January football, not this soft, inconsistent, mediocre, status quo type of ball. No, I need real football. Who's gonna go out there and hit somebody? Who's gonna go out there and hold an opponent to 17 points if your name's not Kenny? Okay? And the AFC is worlds above the NFC. And ever since, see, why can't y'all take the Chris Harris approach? Why, when y'all when the grades went out, what's this, 2 weeks ago now, going on 3? When the grades went out, he didn't say anything about his grade. He just started winning. And now look at him. Division winner, overdue, probably, but nonetheless, here we are. Stepped up. And I knew he would. That's why I put it. That's why I put it in his description. I said, I'm giving you this grade to challenge you, to restore your, or to help you, or to motivate you to find that level of greatness that you have been known for in this league, which is why people claim you to be, even as recently as Friday night, the best player or one of the best players in the league, top 5 and up. And sure enough, he responded like a champion would. He responded like a top player would. And I knew he would. I played Chris for years before y'all knew him as what y'all know him as now. For years. And he's always been that guy. Whenever the criticism came, he usually responded. So NFC, y'all better hope, or y'all better appreciate rather, the fact that none of the top 6 players in the AFC that I just named are in the NFC, because if they were, they'd be taking your lunch. It'd be free lunch for everybody, not just me. They'd be taking your lunch, and it wouldn't be difficult. It wouldn't be difficult. So I kind of gave y'all the spoiler alert for the playoffs as far as the NFC is concerned. I see Dallas. I see Tampa Bay, NFC Championship. Change my mind. If you don't like it, change my mind. Possible wild card, San Francisco. But Washington, Atlanta, Green Bay, they're going to beat each other up. And possibly San Francisco, they're going to beat each other up and knock each other out of the dance. Straight like that. Straight like that. Now, hopefully that's one of y'all sharpening y'all blades. Y'all hear that? I hope that's one of y'all sharpening your tools right now. It's probably not, unless it's an AFC player. But let's talk about the AFC for a minute. I can actually look the AFC in their eye. It won't hurt me to do that. And actually, there are teams that deserve the presence of my eyes in the AFC. So let's talk about it real quick. Free lunch. AFC, Mays, Mikey, each of them got one loss. We know who the player to beat is, so we don't even need to talk about that. Let me ask this though. Why is it every time that Jeremy Rowan gets some momentum, he loses a game he shouldn't lose? He loses a game he should not lose. Because he shouldn't have lost to Nico the other night. He shouldn't have. I didn't watch the game. But if you're talking player versus player, you don't lose that game. Not if you're him. Not if you're contending for that AFC West crown. when your opponent, who again was on the ropes after being swept by Bilbo, he came in there and responded at your expense, at your expense. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on in Oakland. I mean, no, I'm sorry, Las Vegas, Nevada too. Because yeah, that record looks good and it sounds good. What's it like, 11-3 or something like that? It sounds good, but you get matched up against who? David Flash? Um, I don't know. You've beaten them both. Granted, you've beaten them both, but David made it look kind of easy last time y'all played. So I don't know. You can kind of get either or. Which Jeremy Rowan are we going to get? Are we going to get the guy that is motivated? The guy stand up, Jeremy Rowan. The guy that stands up along with myself when we play the game, or are we going to get the guy that flounders when the money's right there to be had? I don't know. But because we always forget about you as a Super Bowl champion, I'm gonna put the expectation on you to at least make it to the divisional round. I don't know who you play first round. I don't know. Well, you will be playing somebody first round because Mays or Mikey got the top seed. So you will be playing somebody first round. When? Like get me to the divisional round, Mr. Rome. And then we can go from there. David Flash, that they again in that AFC West, they looking okay. Flash in the same category though. I don't care what you do in the regular season anymore. It does not matter to me. There's no reason why I got everybody trying to get to the marshmallows, Kenny. You see, this is what happens. This is why there can't be no free lunch. You gonna have to blow the campfire out. It's over. Stop beating these dudes and having them line up around the campfire, around the I can't beat Kenny campfire. The spots are taken. No more. Please. I mean, keep beating them if that's what you need to do, yes. But please, let the s'mores go. Because they need to be working on their games, not these marshmallows. Okay? They playing soft enough as is. But anyway, Flash is in the same category as Jeremy Rowan. I don't, and honestly, he's in a category kind of by himself, truthfully. He's in a category with me if I was still playing, right? I don't care what you do in the regular season. You can go 9-7, 11-5, 16-0. It doesn't matter to me. What you do in that first round of the playoffs and beyond is all that counts. I don't care if Mahomes throws for 7,000 yards. I don't care if Tyreek catches for 3,000 yards with a 40-yard average. He's probably close because nobody can seem to stop that for some reason. A whole nother question, a whole nother topic for another day when I have more time. But that doesn't matter. All the style points that I'm going to give Kansas City from here on out are coming from January onward. I don't care about weeks 1 through 17 because I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get 10, 11, 12, 13 wins. Okay. What else is new? What else is new? Here's a suggestion. Here's a suggestion. A Super Bowl appearance, a World Championship berth for Flash. We win a whole, not cycle, a whole entity, lifetime of the league for this. Of the league for this. And being that we had inaugural playoff battles when this league first started that set the stage for both of us moving forward. I feel that I have a special right to challenge you to make a Super Bowl. Because you're long overdue. You're long overdue. Like, they talk about best players that haven't won a championship and the best players that haven't been to a championship. You should not be in both conversations at this point in time. Who else is in the AFC? Tuan, welcome back. They talking spicy about you. But hold on though, because I gotta get my glasses real quick. Hold on. because Antoine Brown, I can't look that Madden player in the eye. I can't. That guy has given me nothing. Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Bare minimum. But we talked about this. And from what I'm hearing, I still need to see it. So right now, you have to show me because I'm blind to just the same old talk. But if King Messiah comes back, right? Then that North is yours relatively easily because you have the ultimate placeholder, the guy that made it hot, truthfully, holding it down in the AFC North with nobody to challenge him. And if Speedy were 20% more active, he'd be contending for the AFC North. So another special request. I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh, but I know he was like 500. I guess he fell off. Okay, cool. All I'm asking for in Cleveland is King Messiah, the simple mathematics guy. You know, the guy that had Otis Gates as one of the greatest receivers in history, the guy that nearly completed the greatest playoff run in Nike Talk history. I need King Messiah back in Cleveland. Otherwise, they might be better off with CPU. And I only say that to motivate. I'm just giving you the real though, because you would give me the real if the roles were reversed. AFC East, Chris, welcome back to the dance. I already mentioned you. Now it's been a while, so I'm looking to see what you going to do. I want to see who you're going to play in the first round, and whoever you play is going to have a very troubling time. I believe. I take it you're what, the third seed for the playoffs. So who would that give you? Probably what, Jeremy or I don't know, somebody. But if it's Jeremy, so be it. Well, what happened? What happened? But we'll talk soon though. We'll talk sooner. So I'll find that out when we go live. Just let me know. But I'm looking at it, and this can kind of just be like a precursor to our conversation. And it looked like he got a little stagnant, like he got a little comfortable. And Chris got motivated, and he took that. He grabbed that. He grabbed that. And Kern, I mean, it's time to win a playoff game. It's high time to win a playoff game. I'm just gonna call it what it is. We're not giving credit. See, they'll give you credit. 90%, it's dwindling. 70% of the chat will give you credit for making the playoffs, and but with this whole King of the North, what's it worth? The North has been worth nothing since Shamel Patton, since B won the championship, albeit at my expense. The North, AFC or NFC, has been worth nothing since Reggie was the Browns last year, right? Okay, since then. And the fact that they went from him to you, and you're not winning the playoff games, is criminal. It's criminal. Who was here to challenge you in the AFC North? I'll wait. So why haven't you won? Why are you still only the fourth seed with that cupcake? So I guess there's s'mores in the AFC too. At certain parts, of course. It's not like the NFC, but here and there. But soft schedule. Why are you still only the fourth seed? Dropping 61 week against, a haphazard Los Angeles Rams team. But we see none of this in the playoffs. We see none of it in the playoffs, and we haven't historically. If once is a fluke and twice is a trend, then what is an entire history? Tell me, what is it? I don't understand, but I seek understanding. So please, win a playoff game. I don't care who you play. Win a playoff game and get up out of that cupcake mentality of choosing your opposition. Now, I'll give you credit on this. I'll give you credit on this. Cleveland was the best team available when you picked. I will give you that. But you are the reason why the Green Bay Packers are the official startup of the Nike Talk Madden League. It is what it is. You made that hot. It's the same reason. You know what it's like? It's like Canelo Alvarez, Saul Alvarez, but you're not Saul Alvarez though. Let's get that clear. You know, I'm just saying. It's like when Saul Alvarez goes to choose to fight a faded Sergey Kovalev at 175 for an illegitimate light heavyweight championship when he could have fought Peter Biev. You know what I mean? Like there were other names he could have fought if he wanted that same distinction as champion, as 4 division champion. Well, you as what are you a 5-time reigning defending NFC North champion? No playoff wins. Zero, zero, zero. It's time to step up in weight class, okay? Listen, it's the only avenue to respect, okay? Listen, all all journeys to respect for each player stop at a certain point in time. Mine, I've realized that my level of respect will not grow. It will just stay stagnant right here until/unless I win a world championship. It is just that simple. It's just that simple. Similarly, but on a much, much lower level, your level of respect will not grow. Not incrementally, not at all. Unless/until you win a playoff game. And at this point, it could be anybody in the playoffs. It doesn't matter who. You just need to win one because for you have how many division championships over your tenure? You have the 5 in Green Bay. You have what? 3 in Cleveland, something like that. This cycle. It's old news, right? It's old news, right? We've seen this happen time and time and time and time and time again, right? So when does the growth occur? Pause. When does the ascension occur? I got all the questions. In relative to that topic, you seem to have no answers since the beginning of time here in Nike Talk Madden land. Um, AFC South is Mikey and Mays. I don't need to say nothing about that. They're the top 2 seeds. If you don't like it, go out and beat them. But to close, because it's just a quick interlude, quick free lunch interlude, and again, I'm not happy I even had to do this, but it was necessary. Swap selections for the playoffs will be around. Trust me, don't worry about it. But as a precursor to that, as a pre-spoiler, unless I see different, and based on how the NFC is playing, I don't expect to see different. Until or unless I don't, or unless I do, rather. The only one of you that can escape from the I can't beat Kenny campfire with the starter pack, is Mark Buccaneers. You heard it here first. And if you don't like it, and I know you don't, and you know what? The fact that you don't like it makes me love it. It makes me love it. So I want to see how you come out now, because apparently the grades weren't enough. So here's a call, ring ring, to anybody in the NFC that wants to challenge the Dallas Cowboys to play some John Madden football. I'm laying it out. I'm laying it out. Because if it's not coming from Mark Tampa Bay at this point, I don't see it for any of you, unless C's just magically recaptures his desire to be the season one C's of this cycle. But what has happened to the former world champions? Mark, Ty, C's. Y'all letting this guy just run away with it. To the point that I see no challengers besides Tampa Bay in his way to the Super Bowl. At least to a Super Bowl appearance. And this is what they say separates me from that elite group. It's a free lunch interlude, man. And y'all still lunching apparently. So I'm gonna let y'all have it. Lions only tonight. It's actually loading now. We'll be here soon. And then I'll come back to continue what has occurred today, with what has occurred today. And see, gotta get right. Because from what I hear, it's only gonna get tougher. And if it was over for you before, I better hope that man don't go to Arizona. It's free lunch, man. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'll be watching. Don't you worry. I'll be watching. And if you don't like it, it's about time you done did something about it. It's playoff time. I ain't hearing no more talk. Win or join the campfire. Peace.